everyone, so I want to go through how I go about sharpening pastel pencils. Now I use Pitt pastels from Faber-Castell, and they're quite a hard pastel. They're not that soft, so they can take the way that I actually sharpen mine. So first things first, this kind of sharpener is no good. I can't get a good point with one of these, and normally, I don't know if it'll fit in here, but normally the pencil's too big. See, the pencil's too big to go in because it's quite a big barrel, so I don't use one of those. Next up is one of these fancy Faber-Castell ones here. So this one here is for coloured pencils and graphite pencils, so and it's exactly the same as using one of these really. So again, I don't tend to use these, I stay away from these. I just literally use these for my proper pencils. Now a lot of people use one of these swordfish manual crank handled sharpeners, and it is very good, and it does get your pencil to a fine point. The only thing with this is that it blunts really quickly, and you're forever replacing the bit on the inside. So behind this handle, if you unscrew this, that's where the blades are. But other than that, it is actually a very good sharpener, and I do use these on my coloured pencils and my graphite pencils. The way to keep your blade sharp in one of these is to put a graphite pencil in every now and then, and it just helps to keep it all lubricated inside. Now the way that I actually do my pastel pencils is with one of these, a Stanley knife. They do take some getting used to, I must admit, but I can show you how I do mine. Now I'll just put the blade up. Now we don't go in and we don't start doing this, okay? That I can't do that. I have to have some stability. So what I actually do is I keep this still and I hold it like this, and I put my thumb on the end here and I bring the pencil up to the blade, and I do not move this. I move the pencil against the blade, and every time I'm moving it, I'm turning it, okay? And I want to take about this much off here, okay? So we should show you now. So I push it in at an angle, and I just keep doing this. There we go, till I can see a bit of pastel now starting to come through, and then I'll turn it and we'll do this side again. It's got a bit bigger. Turn it and we'll do this side, and again. Okay, so we're not actually moving our blade at all. It's our fingers doing all the work like this, okay? Now I can see a little bit more there. Now I can see that this is all pretty much come through now, so I'm going to close my blade off. Now we've exposed some of our pastel, we need to sharpen this up, and how we can sharpen this up is to have some sandpaper. I'm using 100 grit here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to lie it quite flat to the sandpaper, right? And this is all I'm doing, and as I'm doing it, I'm turning it, okay? And then once we've done that bit, so you can see now it's starting to go into a little bit of a point, is I'm now going to have it a bit more upright. Okay, and I'm just going to keep putting it in different directions till I can start to see a point coming on the end. Make sure you're moving it the whole time, otherwise you'll end up with a flat side, and that's what you don't really want. So here we go. So I'm just going to rub it on my cloth here, just to get all the excess off. So there we go. That's how I get a nice point to my pastel pencils. Don't know if you can see there. And it's really easy once you get used to it, and you don't have to keep replacing your blades, and you know, that'll last you quite a while, you know, and you always get spares anyway. And then what you can always do, if I just get one of these, so I've got a pack of makeup applicators here, and this is what I do. I don't blow this or put it in the bin. I'll literally pick it up with one of these, and then I'll do my pastel, my underpainting, or whatever it is that you need to use it for. So this isn't wasted. So I've got a whole, what I call my palette here. I'm going to be using this in a tutorial soon. But I don't want to waste any of this, because, you know, pastels, they're not cheap, especially the more expensive ones. But yeah, so that's how I sharpen my pastels. Give it a go, guys. It's, you know, the first couple of goes that you'll try, you may not get it straight away, and just be careful with your fingers that you don't slip. It's all about getting the right pressure with the blade. But yeah, so there you go, nice and easy tutorial for you. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.